Hi, I'm Austin Draving, the graphic designer in charge of the Red Apple Orchards rebrand. The current look of Red Apple Orchards has some strengths, but it also has some limitations that I will address in order to create a brand that can reach out to a broader demographic. First, let's start with the logo. The current logo has too many typefaces that are a bit conflicting. The type itself is a little too whimsical to reach a broader demographic. I wanted to introduce style, simplicity, and elegance to the mark. I started with the mark itself, which is an A and an R that are combined, as well as a top part that vaguely looks like an apple, but it could also look like an O. It creates motion throughout the piece and is scalable at any size. Next, I took the typeface, Adobe Caslon, which is a no-nonsense serif, and I made sure to align it with the bottom part of the swoop. The good thing about Adobe Caslon is it has great stroke variation, and this looks really nice with the stroke variation that's in the mark itself. Next, after having established the logo, I decided on colors. The colors I chose are an earthy orange color paired with a rich brown. These colors represent the fall, which is the season in which apples and cherries are harvested. The biggest part of this marketing campaign would be entering Red Apple Orchards into trade shows and expos. To do this, I wanted to mock up what a trade booth would look like for Red Apple Orchards. The booth itself would be 36 feet by 9 feet long. It would feature a lot of wood, which would symbolize the organic nature of the business. It would also be paired with modern designs, shapes, and simple styles. The centerpiece of this booth would be a live apple tree that we would bring in and set in the middle of the booth. The booth itself would have a need for assets and collateral that go with the brand, as well as the overall marketing campaign. The first piece of collateral that I created was the business cards. On the front side of the business card, I have the full logo mark, as well as simple, clean, and effective typography. On the back side, I have the logo mark, which dips down into an orange color block. This symbolizes Red Apple Orchards dipping down below the surface to find the leading edge of clean, safe, and organic food production. The next piece of collateral that I created was a takeaway item. At trade shows, generally there is an item that customers can take with them that will remind them of the business. The key to these items is that they're cheap to manufacture, and also they leave a lasting impression on the customer. I chose a double-sided postcard, front side showing our branding, and then on the back side, a recipe to make a great homemade pie. I've got the pie crust as well as two options for filling, either apple or cherries. Ideally, they would use Red Apple Orchards produce to make these great pies. One of the most important parts of the trade show is drawing people into the booth. To do this, I created an email marketing campaign that would be sent out to all the customers at the trade show. This e-blast would simply be an invitation to come grab a piece of pie at Red Apple Orchards booth. It also has contact information and details about the business. Finally, I created a sales sheet. The front and back cover of this sales sheet feature just simple, beautiful photography of the orchard. On the inside cover, I have our full logo mark, and then I have little icons that I've created to point customers to a brief description of the product, packaging and shipping information in a chart at the bottom, and then each individual product, a description, a picture, as well as a UPC code. I'm Austin, and thanks for watching. How'd I do?